Hi guys, and welcome back to this tutorial. In the previous section we just created a counter that will count what was counting from 1 to 2, 3 and 4 and so forth by creating a variable called counter that was increased in the function called update. In this function, in this section, we will be starting to create a brand new function or method. So let's go back to Visual Studio. And again, we're going to start to comment the code that we have created previously. Okay, so what we'll do is quite simple. The first thing is we're going to create our own function. So again, whenever you declare a function, you have to define, whether this function will return information. And if it doesn't, the type is void. So that's going to be the case for our first function. The second thing is the name of the function. We're going to call it my first and function. Now, in these tutorials, I will use the terms function and method interchangeably, just that you know. So again, my first function is there. Okay, so again, this is the name of my function. Now it seems to be declared properly. And this function will just display a message, and this message will be hello world. Okay, and again a semicolon at the end. All right, so again I'm declaring a function called my first function. Again, the type is void, which means that it does not actually return any information. And again, whenever this function has been called, it will print the message hello world. So in order to call this function, I'm going to add a bit of code in the start function to call it. And again, I'm going to say my. You can see a the autocompletion is offering me my first function. So again, my first function. And again, open and close your own bracket and semicolon. So it just means that at the very start, in the actual at the start of the scene, the start function is called. It will then call my first function, and my first function will print the message hello world. So I'm going to save this and again go back to Unity. It will obviously compile this code. It's going to take a few seconds, and once this is done, I should be able to clear the view in the console window. Okay, that's done. And then again play my scene to see how it works, and I should have the message hello world in the console window. So again, a few seconds, as you can see it, hello world is displayed in the console window. And this is because, again, I'm going to stop this scene for now. This is because if we go back to the code again, in the start function that is called at the start of the scene, I'm calling the method called my first function, and in my first function, again, I'm going to print the message hello world.